What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. We made it. Good morning. God bless. The new day. What is up? What is going on? Happy Friday. It is April 4th. We made it to the end of the week, folks. Good morning and God bless. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it through another week. What's going on, cuz? What's up, man? What's going on, L? Good to see you this morning, man. God bless. Good morning. Y'all, we're not going to be long this morning. I've been trying to get the videos down, right? We're going to talk about financial health this morning. We're going to talk about the big three as it relates to financial health, securing your bag, protecting your monies, making smart decisions. We're going to talk about the big three in that. We'll go over some affirmations, your own hype, your own hype up, motivated quotes that you want to share with yourself. You want to get yourself motivated throughout the day. So we'll go over that. We'll talk about some tips and benefits of prioritizing your financial health. We're going to get better today. We're going to level up. Thanks, cuz. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Look, um, in no particular order, I'll jump out there with the big three today because, like I said, I'm trying to get into this thing a little bit faster. I know that I'm a bit casual, and we kind of draw these out in the morning. But the big three, right? We're talking about financial health. We're talking about saving, right? Saving. We're talking about budgeting, and we're talking about investing. Um, I'll talk about the first two a little bit, and then I'm gonna say something special about the third one. The first two, saving. You all will be surprised at how fast your money stacks up. Start somewhere is my goal, right? Maybe you start by saving all of your change, right? All the change you get, you save it. Maybe you start by saving all of your small bills. You're going to save all your $1 bills. Whenever you get loose bills, ones and fives, maybe you save those, right? Maybe you try every time you get paid, you put 25, 50, maybe even $100 away into a savings account or into an envelope somewhere where you're just putting that money away in a safe, right? Maybe try that on, right? Maybe um, for some of us, we just can't see the money, right? If we see the money, we're going to spend the money. We're going to mess up in that way. Some of us are working so that you can set up, your 401k, right? So you have your 401k, you have your 403b, and that money is going to go directly in when you get paid. You'll never see it. It's pre-tax. You can your um, increase your contribution, right? Go from, if you're at 4%, go to 5, 6, 7%. That is another form of saving. So there's a lot of different ways that you can start saving money, like tangibly putting the money away. You can get another bank account with and split your direct deposit, right? Where you have a part of your direct deposit that goes directly into this other bank account, your savings account. You can't touch it. You can't pull away from it without, some delay. And that will force you to put some monies away. That's something that I actually do in my own life. When I get paid, I have 3 direct deposits. I have some monies that go to my primary um, expenditures. I have some monies that go back towards like debt, credit cards, and then I have another one that's just savings, right? So my money gets split. The savings one is the savings one. The credit one is the credit one, and then my regular pool of monies, right? So there are a lot of different ways that you could save right from payday. Um, Here's something else as it relates to saving that I want to encourage everybody to start doing. Get yourself a little nest egg, not a lot of money, just some money, tangible monies that you can feel and touch, have it, locked away in the crib somewhere, anywhere from as little as $500 to as much as $5,000. Have some tangible cash set aside, right? What's up? What's up, Mr. King? What's going on? Um, who's that? April, what's up? What's going on, y'all? Thanks for joining. God bless. Good morning. We're talking about the big three. We're talking about saving monies. We're talking about budgeting, and we're talking about investing. Now, with the saving, I think we put a lot out there. There's a lot of good things that you all can do to save monies right away, like tangibly put the money away. Another thing that you can do to save money, and this will really start to transition into the budgeting, but another thing you can do to start to save money is to watch your spending, right? Watch your spending. The I did a list the other day on, things that we should be cutting out of our grocery list, right? When we go shopping, the ice cream and what was it? Ice creams, cakes, cookies, processed foods. What's going on? What's going on, cuz? There's a lot of things that I asked you all to cut out of your grocery shopping list, and that's going to also help you all with savings. Some of these things, I think Pop Tarts was on the list. Some of these things are relatively expensive, right? Where you're actually you're spending $8 on a bag of M&Ms or some sweets. Um, you're just overspending for these things, microwave popcorn, things that you don't really need. They're going to be bad for you anyway, and they're really cutting into your money, right? So that's one way too, is just watch what we spend on. And this moves us into budgeting. Number two, budgeting is so important. You kind of your budget is the parameters you put on yourself. A budget should be your allowance, right? This is what you are allowing yourself to spend each week after you get paid, right? So I get paid, I'm going to separate it into my categories. This is budgeting. I'm gonna separate it into my categories. I know I got my necessities, right? My foods, my clothing, my cleaning materials, my my bills for my home and my communication and my transportation. Those are your necessities. That's one bucket that you'll have to put out every day or week to cover those things. Then you have your your leisurely bucket, right? Like the things that you want to do. And the things that you want to do, like just for your own personal leisure or fun, you're out, you're running around. Oh, I want to stop in that store and I want to grab me a shirt. Oh, I've been meaning to try out that restaurant. I'm gonna stop by there and grab me a quick lunch, right? This is your leisure money. Hey, what you doing this weekend? Let's meet up here and go catch a quick movie. This is your leisurely money, and your leisurely money, honestly, it should be minimal. It should be minimal, right? Like I'm talking about less than $40 a day on your leisure, if not even less than that. You figure because all of your needs are already met. Right? All of your needs are already met. You got food in the crib, you got clothes, you got shelter, you got your transportation and communications in case you need to get somewhere in the rush. If you need to communicate with somebody, you have all of your needs. The leisure stuff is extra, it's bonus. But how much extra and how much bonus do you want to give yourself at the potential cost of taking away from your needs, right? Because that's what happens. We really want to do something. So we go out and we have a $300, $400 day. We overspend. And then that puts pressure on the things that we need to do throughout the week. And the next thing you know, you're stuck asking somebody for a little bit of money for help. We don't want that, right? We want to be able to budget ourselves, especially our leisure, especially things that we know we don't need. I would even push you all to get to a point where on your personal self, like on just your everyday goods, just for yourself, leisurely stuff, like you should really be spending like less than $25 a day. Because you don't need that much. Your needs are already met. Thank the Lord. So your budgeting You got your needs, like your big needs, your clothing, housing, transportation, communication, groceries. You've got your maybe like your other needs that aren't like they don't fall into like that primary category, but they're really close, like other needs. Like, you might need sanitary stuff for the bathroom. You might need some own personal hygiene stuff. Just some other personal needs stuff. You got to go fill up the mouthwash, and you need new stuff to clean the floors. So throughout the week, some of that stuff happens. You got to go to Home Depot and Walmart. I get it, but you didn't have to go to Chipotle 3 times this week. You didn't have to run into, what is it, Sephora, and get the new little makeup stuff. You didn't have to stop at that kiosk in the mall and get that little handbag, right? These things are out of budget. These are things you don't need. So saving, there's a lot of different ways to save. Budget, limit yourself, guys. I'm so serious. Limit yourselves. Have some discipline. Have some discipline. You'll be surprised at how much saving your money and having discipline will add up on the back end. Um, Now, the big one, investing, investing, investing. One of the things that you have to do when you're starting to get into investing is educate yourself and learn. So here's my tips on investing today. 3 suggestions of places you can go to get some more education. And I'm going to give you all some amazing references to some awesome brothers. There is a brother called Aristotle Investments. He's on Instagram Live. You can find him. Aristotle Investments. He's a brother. Check him out. He's awesome. I love his stuff. I love just how casual he is in talking about the stock market and investing. He's a great brother to check out. Another brother, Wall Street Trapper. Wall Street Trapper. Check out this brother. He is awesome at giving out real advice as it relates to the stock market. He even has he's put together a whole playbook on how to learn stocks and dive into it. That is a brother you all have to check out. He's got an amazing story. He's triumphed. He has overcome adversity, and he is killing the game in the stock market. And last but not least, there's a group called Earn Your Leisure, EYL, Earn Your Leisure, and they do a podcast on Mondays called Market Monday, and where these guys go deep into learning about the stock market, the current state of the market, where you should and where you shouldn't put your money. They're giving out plays and recommendations. These guys are awesome, awesome brothers, and you should be following their materials. So when I talk to you all about investing, I'm giving you all some other resources: Wall Street Trapper, Aristotle, Earn Your Leisure. Check these gentlemen out. Um, Also, get with your local bank and ask questions. Ask questions. You should be putting away money that's going to grow over time, right? If you buy a house and you buy a house for 300,000, ideally, when you sell that house in 3 to 4 or 5 years, it should be worth 400,000, right? 450,000, right? We're talking about interest. When you invest, you will position yourself to be able to recoup monies um, at a higher value than what you put it in if you find the right investments. Now, you can lose money, right? This is why you got to educate yourselves and get smarter about what investing is. But these are the big 3: family, saving, budgeting, and investing. Get hip. Let's get better today. Prioritize one of those areas in your life. Tell yourself, I'm going to save $500 over the next month, 2 months. I'm going to put it away for a rainy day, and I'll reset, take some time to myself, and I'll do it again, right? Let's be prepared. Let's be prepared for any and everything. God bless. I love y'all. Take some time to get the book, The Warm Up, Win the Morning, Win the Day. Win the Morning, Win the Day. You can find the book on Amazon. We're growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. Let's get it. Let's grow. God bless. I love y'all. Peace.